Alright, folks. It's time. Episode 42 of the Wrestling Rundown.
Get up there.
The Wrestlemania Results Edition.
Mm-hmm.
Ladies and gentlemen, I bring you your hosts, Dudley, Chubby Dudley, and of course, Big Dick Dudley.
Of course. Myself.
Why not?
Take it away, Dick.
Alrighty.
No, his first name's Big.
Yeah.
Dick's his middle name.
Yeah. Get it right. Fat ass. So we got WrestleMania happen, man.
Yeah,
we were there live.
Yeah.
Not you, Thomas. Sorry.
I was there
I
dead.
I told you it wasn't in Seattle.
How did I meet Bray Wyatt?
Bray Wyatt can be anywhere. He's got the whole world in his hands.
That's true. Alright.
And Dean Ambrose was there.
He's a lunatic.
That doesn't explain shit.
Serial killers are fucking everywhere, so
He's not a serial killer.
how do you know?
Because he'd probably not be allowed in WWE.
Like Chris Benoit.
Not anymore.
Okay. Okay.
It's already flown off the handle. Alright.
This is the first time we've been together in like 2 weeks.
Yeah,
so
it's
about time we get back together.
it's been a while since we've all been on the couch.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's just dive right into it. We had the pre-show to start
Yes.
off. We had an hour of just sitting around waiting for a match to start.
Yeah. It was hot.
I didn't experience that.
If you watch the entire first half of WrestleMania and you see me, the entire first half of WrestleMania, I'm sitting like this.
Luckily for me, I took sunglasses, so I was able to.
I'm sitting
deflect
like
most of the
this,
sun in my
yeah,
eyes.
so I can see what's going on.
Yeah, it wasn't until I think just after or just about time Sting and Triple H started. We had the sun mostly out of our eyes.
Yeah.
Then it moved back in for a little while and then was gone by the time Taker Wyatt started. So, but yeah, the Fatal 4-Way Tag Team match was
Freaking fantastic.
all kinds
Yeah.
of great high spots. They took the Uso out real easy.
The Uso?
Yeah.
The Uso, Jey Uso, dealing with the shoulder injury.
Yeah, the commentary had no idea what Uso. By the way.
Did they?
No, they just said Uso. Like the whole time.
That's also the same way they deal with the Matadors all the time.
Yeah.
But, to be honest, I can't tell the Matadors apart. I just guess.
The Matadors are difficult. The Usos are fairly easy, as long as you can see their tattoos. But yeah, Jey Uso got taken out pretty easy, so Jimmy wrestled pretty much the entire match by himself.
Yeah. I wanted the Masters to win because I love them and I voted for them and they're the best tag team going on right now. But there was a point when I wanted freaking Usos to win just because he put up a good fight.
Well, and not only that, but it was really cool to see Naomi get involved. They did the double dive spot to the outside.
Yeah, all the people on the outside got involved.
Yeah,
Freaking
Natty put the sharpshooter on
Torito dove onto Xavier Woods and gave him a Rana on the outside.
Yeah.
Natty put on the sharpshooter. They did the double dive. Naomi hit Natty with the rear view.
Yeah, everyone got involved in this match. It was great.
At one point, the entire ring was cleared out, and Big E hits the big ending on, I think, Fernando. And they made it look like the New Day was about to win this shit.
They hit the midnight hour.
Yeah, that's what it was. The New Day with
and
the
it was like,
DDT.
no shit. And then you had Uso and Cesaro get in and do the double tackle and break up the pin. There was a lot of really good action, and this was like this is the main reason I was so upset that they didn't get put on the actual card. But I think with the network, you have more of a chance of more people seeing the match, which is great.
The way it worked when I was watching it on the network was like the pre-show and the Mania video weren't separate. It was just one 6-hour thing.
Oh, well, yeah.
And it just did
on the live feed. Or
no,
you didn't watch the live feed.
No, I just went in and I was like, oh, WrestleMania pre-show. And I started that because I was like, I want to see the tag team match. And I fast forwarded through all the bullshit, got to the tag team match, and then they did the tag team match and Battle Royal, and I was like, okay, it's gonna end. And then I skipped through some more bullshit. I was like, wait, now it's and I guess during that bullshit, I skipped through the WrestleMania intro because then all of a sudden it was Rollins and Orton. I was like, wait, is this on the pre-show too? That doesn't make
they
sense.
They just moved the whole card to the pre-show. That's weird, because I rewatched it again on the network and it is split up. So
I don't know. I did watch it the same day, so maybe they didn't.
Maybe. That was probably it.
Yeah. But yeah, it was a friggin' awesome match.
Yeah, absolutely.
I won with this one.
I think we all won.
Yeah. We all voted the Masters.
Yeah, we all voted Masters.
Including our buddy Tony, who's not here. You never get to see him, but he predicts all the time.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert, this was the only point Tony got.
Yeah. Well, he was blinded by all that stupid Eva Marie. Couldn't get anything else right. Like, she can't get anything right. You heard me, Tony.
I'm sure she can get some things right if you catch my drift.
Yeah. Well.
Moving on. We had the Honor of the Giant Memorial Battle Royal next.
Yes.
30 guys.
Yeah.
They ended up
This
adding...
is one of those things that was like 20, 30, 30, 20, 20, 30, 31.
Well, because they ended up adding all the teams that were involved in the tag team title match.
Yeah.
So fuck you guys, wrestle
time
again.
to recover.
Your changed vote, Bo Dallas, showed up.
Yes. Alex Riley.
Yeah,
Gross.
Alex Riley was added
Fucking
in.
gross. Ridiculously stupid gross.
There was somebody else, I can't think of it off the top of my head. Yeah, there was a fuck ton of guys at first, which usually for a battle royal like this, it starts off as a total clusterfuck.
Yeah. No, that would have been 10 extra.
Is it?
If you get all the guys. Plus Bo Dallas and Alex Riley is 10 extra.
Oh, alright.
Yeah.
Fair enough. So we, it starts off kind of a clusterfuck, everyone's fighting. And
That's a battle royal.
Then everyone realizes, wait a second, Curtis Axel is taunting.
Fuck this guy.
Well, Axelmania was running wild.
He does the shirt rip, and then we get everyone picking up Curtis Axel and deciding which side to crowd surf him over.
Yeah, as he claims on Raw the next night, it took 29 other men.
That was so good.
Him.
Yeah,
such a good way to add that little bit to his Axelmania thing. Is just great.
Yeah, other highlights. Hideo Itami had a good showing.
Him and Tyson Kidd kicked the fuck out of each other. They had no fuck left in them.
I loved watching Hideo just like, oh, you're the Big Show.
Yeah.
Fuck you. And just like, just strike after strike on the Big Show. It was awesome.
It was awesome because it looked like he's like, oh, fuck, Big Show, what am I going to do? Oh, yeah, the thing I always do.
Hit people.
Kick and punch.
No, well, we started the whole spiel off with Bo Dallas eliminating Zack Ryder and then doing a victory lap around the ring.
Yes.
And then he gets back in the ring.
Commentators were stupid, by the way.
Honestly, we all thought he eliminated himself also.
Okay.
I knew he didn't eliminate himself. Don't bring me into this.
I was watching what happened, and I'm like, okay, he went through the middle rope to do a victory lap, and the commentators are like, he eliminated himself. I'm like, no, he fucking
And then he gets back in, they're like, oh, well, maybe he didn't eliminate himself.
I knew what happened. I was paying attention.
Yeah.
I was trying not to pay attention to Bo Dallas.
And then
he
gets back,
Zack Ryder.
He gets back in the ring, and Hideo Itami boots him over the top rope, and legitimately keeps his foot pushing him over until he gets all the way out of the ring. And then he turns around, and the Big Show's waiting for him.
Yeah. And Tommy was like, fuck, what do I do? Hit him.
And then everybody was hoping that Hideo Itami would get the Big Show eliminated.
Yeah. No, it seemed like it, but Big Show was just like, no.
And Big Show gingerly placed him over the top rope to the apron and then gave him the knockout punch.
Yeah.
We had a really cool double elimination by Adam Rose and Fandango. They were, fighting it out on the apron, the double kick, both of them get eliminated.
Big Show single-handedly eliminated the New Day.
Yeah. They were, and that was a really cool spot because, the New Day had him on the ropes. You thought for sure they were going to eliminate him. And then the double drop kick doesn't work. He grabs Big E, tosses him over, knocks out Xavier Woods.
About this time in the match.
About
this time in the match, I'm like, why didn't they just have Big Show win?
Yeah.
They probably won't, but...
See, I was getting scared at this point, but I was like, no, you know what? My pick, Mizdow, is still in there.
Yeah, my pick didn't even make it.
Nope. Nope. Sorry, Neville.
Yeah.
Neville didn't even make it.
I had, such a cool idea in my head. Like, this is what they're going to do. See, that's the problem with my predictions. I'm like, oh, this would be really cool, so I think this is gonna happen.
You know, I did that, but mine actually panned out.
Yeah.
I picked Bo Dallas.
You switched from Curtis Axel, who got eliminated first, to Bo Dallas.
Yeah.
So a good last minute switch by you.
Yeah. The Ascension was involved. Connor actually knocked Big Show down.
Yeah.
Single-handedly. Pretty impressive feat. Ryback eliminated Titus O'Neil, which made him my favorite guy in the Battle Royal. And then he subsequently eliminated Goldust, which then put him back into ill favor with me.
Motherfucker.
I was okay with him getting eliminated by Big Show.
Yeah.
And it came down to the end of Big Show, Miz, and Mizdow.
Yes.
And we had the final, what we've been waiting for forever, the culmination of the Miz constantly week in, week out berating Mizdow by Mizdow finally getting the breaking point.
Yeah, this was one of the coolest moments.
And throw the Miz out of the ring.
Beat the fuck out of the Miz.
Yeah, and the Miz tries to get back in.
He punches him in the face.
Yeah, it was not pretty, but it was awesome.
And then, much to his chagrin,
he tried so hard, man.
Yeah,
Mizdow.
Mizdow realizes he's left alone with Big Show.
But he held his fucking own,
yeah.
Right? He almost had the Big Show eliminated twice.
Yeah, and they gave him the fake out of the Benoit Royal Rumble ending.
Yeah, the
he's got the front face lock on Big Show. He's trying to pull Big Show out, and didn't
Big Show's like, wait, this has happened to me before.
Oh, wait, you're a child.
Yeah.
Just drops Mizdow. So close. I almost had another point there.
Yeah, like Big Show winning the Battle Royal wasn't a super popular, I think, choice in a lot of ways because people nowadays don't seem to like Big Show much. And with a lot of the not super popular choices that they made this year at WrestleMania, I'm gonna say, fuck you. It was cool.
Yeah.
Okay? No, Big Show deserves to win a Battle Royal, and him winning didn't damage Mizdow in any way. He had a fucking awesome moment.
No, that was the best way to put Mizdow over, is have him look strong against Big Show to get the crowd behind him and really prove that he has that star power. And when he does, and everyone goes, oh man, I wanted Mizdow to win. People are taking the wins and losses so literally that they're losing that. Oh wait, it's pro wrestling.
Yeah,
we're not supposed to like this guy. He's supposed to eliminate the guys we like, so we can boo him. That's the thing. And honestly, as much as I wanted Mizdow to win, I'm totally cool with Big Show winning.
Well, it's one of those things too. Is like they always talk about the favorite in the Battle Royal scenario being the big guy, and JBL talks about it on commentary how, in all the high-stakes Battle Royal scenarios, Big Show's never won.
Yeah.
He hasn't won a Royal Rumble. He tied one year with The Rock. Mm-hmm. He didn't win World War III in WCW, even though he went to the finals once, and never won a big major Battle Royal in WWE.
Yeah. And he got slammed by Cesaro last year.
Oh, that's another big spot too. Is Cesaro rehashing the Big Show ending, but with Kane?
Yes, that was cool.
But yeah, because even moving away from the Big Show specifically, the big guy rarely wins the big Battle Royal. Just for the fact that he is the favorite, and so people gang up on him and throw him out. Mm-hmm. We had Mizdow alone with Big Show. Of course, he's not going to win at that point.
Yeah,
and it's some well-deserved credibility to the fact that big guys are the favorites in this match.
Yeah.
So. Yeah.
Stop being picky.
Congratulations, Big Show. Honor the Giant Memorial Battle Royal.
Very cool.
Number 2. And then we move on to the main card. How about the 7-man Intercontinental title ladder match?
Absolute chaos. This was so much brutality that we've come to understand that this is what ladder matches entail.
Yeah.
Especially when you have 7 guys all looking to prove themselves for one of the most coveted titles in pro wrestling.
Yeah, slight tangent to build up to a point. When I was at Comic-Con last weekend, we were trying to find something to watch on TV, and we found UFC. They were hug fighting pretty much the whole time.
Okay. Hug fight. I like it.
But Then that got me on a tangent about how like everyone says UFC's real, but I don't like it because of hug fighting, and wrestling's cooler because it may be fake, but it leads to like more visually appealing, interesting shit.
It's a show.
So I was like, kind of on that tangent for a while during the week, and then I got home and watched WrestleMania, and I see this match, and one of the first things I say is like, yeah, UFC may be real, but no one's getting hit in the face with a ladder in an MMA fight.
Yeah.
So
UFC, step up your game, throw a ladder in the octagon. Just for fun.
I mean, we could go through every spot in this. I mean, we had some really funny stuff. We had Stardust and his bedazzled ladder.
that was great.
We had Dean
they
Ambrose.
called that something special in commentary. What was it?
There was a long fucking name.
Yeah.
I couldn't even understand it when I think
Wade Barrett party pooped it though.
Yeah.
he fucking broke it.
Stepped on one of the rungs so hard it broke off, and then he proceeded to beat people up with the rung of the ladder.
Well,
we had Ambrose and Luke Harper both get small ladders and go for a ladder fight.
Something we haven't gotten in a ladder match, because they mentioned, again on commentary, they mentioned like those ladders aren't used for climbing, for getting the belt. Well, someone really tall to use one of those ladders to try to get the belt.
No, and one of the guys who was sitting next to us were like, oh, that's a small ladder that you're not going to do anything. But then it's set out and I'm like, Luke Harper could go to like the third to last rung. He'd be able to touch the Intercontinental title easily.
Yeah. So I want to see that in a future ladder match.
We had the awesome, the opening dive spot where everyone was out on the outside and Dean Ambrose topped it off with the elbow drop from the top of the ladder.
Yeah. One of the things, like one of the most underappreciated, underrated wrestlers as far as dives are concerned is R-Truth.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Because the man, despite the fact that he doesn't do it very often, can front flip clear the top rope easily.
Yeah. And it's super impressive.
Yeah, and he's old as fuck now.
Yeah, he's 40.
Is he?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I thought he might be a little older than 40.
I was listening to him on Talk is Jericho. He's like, yeah, it's nice when people like you and Rock come back because right now the older guys is just me, Kane, Big Show, and Goldust, and Mark Henry occasionally.
Yeah. But yeah, a lot of fun spot, a lot of close calls coming up. A lot of times where like 3 people were climbing up the same ladder.
Yeah, those are always fun.
Wade Barrett became a house of fire at one point. Bullhammer to everybody.
Everyone.
Brian hits Ziggler and he pulls R-Truth off the ladder into a bullhammer.
Yeah.
This is all after Dean Ambrose got powerbombed through a fucking ladder.
Yeah.
Luke Harper.
Yeah, Harper, way to kill Ambrose.
Yeah. Yeah, well, Ambrose just decided he was going to jump backwards off of Luke Harper's shoulders through the ladder just to see if he could break it. And he broke it, and the ladder says, fuck you, I'm going to pile drive you on the floor.
Yeah.
The ladder got its revenge.
He's like, Luke, just stand there. This will be fun.
Exactly. I'm going to try moonsault.
Make a wish!
He's not Stardust.
No.
So much death in this match.
Yeah, a lot of death happened. And we, ultimately end up with Barrett down because of the running knee, and everyone else down to various other dangerous moves. And another one, Wade Barrett superplexing Stardust off the ladder.
Man.
Yeah.
That was
hard.
a hell of a suplex.
So hard it caused Barrett to backflip.
Yeah, that was insane.
That was a very tall superplex.
Yeah.
And
holy crap.
so we get with the Ziggler and Bryan on the top of the ladder together, and they're trading blows, and then I think Ziggler throws a headbutt, and then Bryan headbutts him back, and then they're trading headbutts, and then all of a sudden they stop and they just start headbutting in unison.
Yeah, they just like,
and they're just
wow, 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 wow.
They're doing it, and you can hear the headbutts.
Yeah.
It's like the headbutts are resonating through the stadium. It was gross.
Yeah.
But, you don't headbutt fight a goat.
No.
And Ziggler learned that the hard way. He bumps off the ladder, and Daniel Bryan is your new Intercontinental Champion.
Fuck yeah.
So we end WrestleMania 30 with Daniel Bryan as the World Heavyweight Champion, and we open WrestleMania 31 with him being the Intercontinental Champion.
So I have a question. Has Daniel Bryan only been involved in title matches at WrestleMania? I mean, like, all of his WrestleMania matches have been title matches.
Yes.
That's pretty cool.
U.S. World Heavyweight title,
Yes.
WWE World Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes. 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 Which this actually makes Daniel Bryan now have held each title that WWE has to offer currently.
He is a Grand Slam champion. Good for you, Daniel.
Yeah, because he was World Heavyweight Champion, then WWE Champion last year, and now
U.S. Champion.
U.S. Champion early,
and
now he's Intercontinental Champion, and he was Tag Team Champions with Kane. So he's held every title WWE has to offer in the male perspective.
Better watch out, Divas.
Yeah.
It's coming.
You gotta watch out. Danielle Bryan is gonna be making her debut soon. The bearded lady. And then we had, what was match number 2? Orton versus Rollins.
Yeah. This match.
From a wrestling standpoint, this was my favorite match. This might have been the most technically solid match outside of the tag team 4-way.
Not only from a technical standpoint, but you had great interaction because when you have Seth Rollins in a match, you always wonder how J&J are going to get involved. Mm-hmm. And they had some great spots.
They got beat up a lot.
It gave Orton more stuff to do.
More things to hit.
Yes, exactly. And it was so cool to. I love Randy Orton as a babyface. Yeah. And especially now that he's got that fire inside of him. He's making that full switch.
And wearing elbow pads.
Yep. Elbow pads and bright red trunks. Go Orton.
Yeah.
So great action, a lot of great storytelling. This all stemming from the Authority situation and then beating the hell out of Rollins a couple weeks ago on Raw. But Rollins really trying to use everything he could to get that win.
Yeah, J&J get the double elevated DDT off the apron to the floor. Yeah, Rollins dives out directly after that, hits Orton, and then hits his back on the commentary table.
The moonsault, man.
Yeah.
The mansault moon.
One of my favorite spots in this match was Orton's power slam. Because Rollins goes off the ropes and Orton goes to hit the snap power slam. Rollins holds onto the ropes, so Orton flips and lands on his hands and knees, which then Rollins immediately tries to attack him with the curb stomp, but Orton's back up and he catches him into the power slam.
Yeah. So fucking cool, man.
No, it was...
Orton had the curb stomp scouted, to say the least.
Definitely.
It was a mind trip because, I saw Orton moving, and then I saw that Rollins was still standing. So I was like, what? Oh, he didn't... And that's the thing about Orton's power slam, is it's like the only power slam in the wrestling world you can get away with doing that.
Yes.
Any other version of the power slam, you're not slamming anything. But Orton moves so fast that, it's feasible that he can, either just start moving and not be able to stop, or, finish the power slam before he realizes nothing's there.
Yeah, he gets a great snap on it every time he does it, so...
A kind of refreshing thing for me, too, is how much Orton was playing to the crowd.
Yeah.
Yes.
In this match. He's a good... he's one of those guys that is a great heel, but he also translates into a really good babyface.
Yeah, he does.
Because he doesn't have to edge up on all of his, being violent and aggressive, but, still is able to amp everything up and play to the audience and come off as oh, yay, we like Orton.
Yeah. He's really versatile in his character. He can accentuate certain things and he can step things back. But he still does a lot of the same stuff regardless of what side he's playing.
One of the Rollins hits the buckle bomb within the first 2 minutes of the match.
Yes.
Carrying Orton literally all the way across the ring. That was pretty cool.
CrossFit, man.
Yeah.
It does wonders for you.
Yeah.
And the attempted Phoenix Splash.
Oh, yeah, I was sad that
we were hoping that it would hit eventually at some point during the match.
Yeah.
But I mean, what I thought was cool is he recovered out of it.
Yeah.
He didn't
landed on his feet and did the somersault.
Yeah. He carried his momentum through rolling, but that lent itself to the finish of the match.
Yes.
Because they're basically dodges the RKO because he spins around and rolling up onto his feet. Goes for the RKO, pushes the RKO off, hits Orton with the spinning back kick, which doubles him down, runs off the ropes, goes for the curb stomp, gets his foot up on the back of Orton's neck,
Gets super high.
Orton stands up. Orton's like 6'6".
Yeah.
Orton's a tall guy. And so with that leverage, it popped freaking Rollins 80 feet in the air. And
Literally.
Well, take the 0 off. It was about 8 feet.
Literally 80
And then Orton just waited
million
for about 30 seconds for him to come down from those 80 feet. And then he caught him, RKO'd him out of the curb stomp.
Fucking phenomenal.
I didn't think there'd be a cooler, really,
He topped his Evan Bourne.
from Evan Bourne. Well, I thought he topped Evan Bourne when he did the, I think it was Ziggler, and he did the really high pop-up into the air on Ziggler, but with his hands. This one, he didn't even have to use his hands.
This was just so fucking
farmer's
clever.
tan.
It was another mindfuck one, because I just noticed Seth going for the freaking curb stomp, then I'm like, it's really fucking high. Oh, shit.
RKO.
And it was one of those things, it's like, when it happened, like, you kind of went, wait, what the...
Yeah.
Holy shit. And then when you see the replay go...
Yeah, one of the times I was really glad they
mind-blowing.
replayed it, because
it was fucking
Yeah.
cool.
And you know who else knew the RKO was really cool? Randy Orton. Because he celebrated for about 10 seconds before he pinned Rollins. He did wiggly arms.
Hits it, and all 70,000 of us just... and he goes... Yeah, he's just so fucking into his
He was just
RKO.
worried.
He goes, oh yeah, I have to pin.
he was worried that spot wouldn't work out.
Yeah.
It didn't go over very well in training, and so when it finally paid off, he's like, fuck yeah, did you see that? Seth, oh yeah, I got a pin.
It's like,
Yeah.
Seth, we can do it! Oh, shit.
Oh, people are watching.
I thought this was still a practice match. I didn't think this was the real run-through.
Orton gets a Mania win over Mr. Money in the Bank.
Yes, he does.
Seth Rollins.
Seth Rollins.
Which, makes me completely change my pick for the main event, because if you watch my prediction, I said if one thing happened, another thing would happen. Yeah. That's all I'll say about that for now.
Then we moved on to one of our first big marquee matches. We had Triple H taking on Sting.
Yeah, both of these guys decided to go for the WrestleMania elaborate entrance.
And they were both fucking cool.
Yeah, Sting had these Asian Oriental drum, the Asian drum line.
Yeah, I call them the Japanese drum line, which is...
I called them the evil drum mimes.
Yeah, they were the creepy drum mimes for sure. Basically, all they were doing was accompanying along Sting's theme song,
which was cool. It gave it a real epic bass sound, which was really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did their whole little number first, and then his music hit, and then they kept with the drums adding to the song, which is really cool. Sting looking in phenomenal shape for being over 50 years old, so good on you, Sting. Then Triple H fucking tops it with his goddamn Terminator entrance.
First,
including Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, I think the first ever celebrity cameo in an entrance.
Other than like,
as far as like not accompanying to the ring, or as far as
or
just
like
or
people playing you to the
like
ring.
as far as just like being part of the entrance.
Yeah, no, it was fucking cool.
The threat assessment graphic.
The
Terminators coming out of the ground. And all the masked riot guards,
which were all NXT stars.
Yeah. Including Enzo.
Yeah, it was Enzo,
That's all I care
Neville,
about.
Balor,
Crow was one of them.
Crow. There was one other one.
There should have been two more because I think there was three on each side.
Maybe. But yeah, they were all NXT guys, which was cool. But yeah, then Triple H has his fucking King of Kings.
Yeah, he has all
cybernetic
Terminators around him. Like, they're all standing there ready to go to war for him. And then he's just handed like a bunch of Terminator skulls, and I thought that was weird.
Yeah, he's holding like a bouquet of Terminator skulls in each hand.
Yeah, like, this is my army. These are their skulls.
Maybe I think what it was is he had shown his dominance, which had like shown that he deserves to lead the robot army.
Maybe.
Yeah.
He's the King of Kings, goddammit.
King of robots.
The thing that I thought really lent itself the most is when he drops the Terminator skulls to the things, they actually, when they hit the ground, they scatter apart.
Yeah.
Oh, did they really?
Yeah, like, because they're all, like, he's holding them all together with, like, one rope.
Yeah.
And when they hit the ground, they all roll apart. They
Yeah.
come apart from each other, which I thought was pretty cool.
One thing I didn't notice until I watched it back on the network is when he takes the helmet off, he throws it to the side and it rolls down one of the holes that the Terminator popped out of. I was like, oh, yeah.
It's how to make sure nobody stole it.
Yeah, fucking badass entrances.
Now that we're done talking about the entrances,
then the match.
this match, I honestly think that they sat down before the match and they're like, look, we're both old as fuck. Let's teach these young kids how to wrestle.
Yes, it was definitely all about the fundamentals.
Yeah.
Yes.
A lot of side headlocks, shoulder tackles, drop down, shoulder tackle again, just kind of spots. Early on in the match, Triple H takes the Harley race over the corner to the outside, and he hits his leg on the LED display. And
gnarliest fucking bruise.
It bruises up so bad.
That was insane.
You watch it form throughout the match.
Yeah.
It is so bad. Immediately after that, Sting rolls around, comes around the side of the ring, goes for the Stinger splash on the barricade and misses.
That was better.
He ends up getting a big old welt on his back from that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, despite how old these guys are, they fucking brought it. It was
Yeah, they're going.
It was great.
Sting throws a great drop kick.
Yeah, 50-year-old drop kick.
They're going at it. Sting gets the advantage. Sting gets a heavy advantage about halfway into this match. And then all of a sudden, we hear the phrase, "break it down." And
The look on this guy's face was fucking priceless.
I was really confused.
The fact that it wasn't DX Triple H that came out, and there was no one DX around the ring at all. When that music hit, everyone went, "What? What's going
I
on?"
just kind of expected it to be, at this point, a distraction tactic to get Sting to look away from Triple H. Maybe Triple H would hit a low blow or something and take the advantage that way. But then, all of a sudden, Road Dogg, Billy Gunn, and X-Pac come out.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
The thing that maybe it was just that the music made me not consider it was anything but people coming out, because that's what music tends to mean in wrestling. But the thing that really told me that someone was coming out with it was before the match they said the only way to win is pinfall or submission. So they said basically.
Yeah, they never announced that to like the live audience.
Yeah, we had no idea.
Because Lillian said that when she was introducing the match. So I don't know how they didn't announce that to live audience.
I think maybe we were just
most of the people
not paying.
We were just
most
too
of the
enthralled
people
with the
missed
entrance.
it because of the entrances.
Yeah,
because
our whole little
a
group.
lot of the people around us were also very confused why there wasn't a disqualification.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So now we have Sting fighting off all of DX at this point.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, he's been taking care of large groups of people for his entire career.
So it makes sense. He's able to fight off the Outlaws. He's able to fight off X-Pac, but that allows Triple H to get the advantage. Triple H.
What? He dove off the top rope on all of DX.
Yeah.
Mostly X-Pac.
Yeah.
Poor X-Pac.
They were. Billy Gunn's like, all right, I'm clearly in the best. Me and Triple H were clearly in the best shape still. X-Pac, you catch him.
Yeah.
Xbox like, yeah, what? Oh, fuck. Sting's able to get back in the ring, but that allows Triple H to hit the pedigree.
Yeah.
1, 2, Sting kicks out, and Triple H is like, are you fucking kidding me? Then we get, I think this is when the Sledgehammer's first introduced. Sting's down, Triple H is getting ready to strike. The fucking NWO come out.
Okay, so here's the part of me where I love that this happened. NWO versus DX. But here's the part where I say it's 10 years too late. Because they are so old at this point. The Triple H had ample time to win the match.
This is fair.
He could have pedigreed Sting 4 more times.
And NWO could have just watched in horror. Like, shit, we gotta get down there faster.
Yeah, none of these guys
Scott, can you run?
None of these guys can
Scott's like, yeah, I got this.
like Yeah, none of these guys
They're
can
just
legitimately run.
They're just all posing and like slowly sauntering to the ring while Triple H is pinning. They're just like, yeah. Okay, we're gonna go back. But
they could have gotten there faster if they just all laid down and like rolled down the ramp.
they should have came out on like
Black and white segues.
yeah.
But yeah, they come down and they start getting into it with the Outlaws and X-Pac.
Putting in my suspension of disbelief.
It's pro wrestling, goddammit.
This was awesome.
I think what it was supposed to happen is that Triple H was just stunned.
Yeah.
That the NWO came out.
Well,
speechless.
You know what? It does make sense because the night prior at the Hall of Fame, he was on stage celebrating with Scott Hall and Kevin Nash, and everyone was having a good time. He's like, Kevin, Scott, why are you with Hulk? What's going on? Oh shit. Okay, now you're fighting. Okay.
Yeah, they start going at it.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
Friggin'.
Fucking
Hogan tries to take Triple H's sledgehammer away, and then X-Pac runs over and hits him, and then Nash runs over and hits X-Pac, and then Billy Gunn fucking runs over Kevin Nash.
Yeah.
Like a goddamn linebacker.
fucking Scott Hall takes a big back body drop on the outside.
Yeah, he goes to give the Razor's Edge to Road Dogg.
Yeah.
Which I was like, oh my god, he's going to do the Razor's Edge. And then he takes the back body drop and I go, oh my god, Scott Hall is dead. Scott Hall is dead.
Oh man. Not only was this match so much fun to watch, but his reactions were so fucking great, and they just added to it.
But yeah, at this point, thanks to the NWO, Sting gets the advantage again. He's closing in for the win, locks in the Scorpion Deathlock, and fucking out of nowhere, Shawn Michaels kicks him in the face.
Yes, and at this point, I don't know what fucking world I'm in, because I'm booing Shawn Michaels and cheering Hulk Hogan.
If you don't know anything about this guy, it's he doesn't like Hulk Hogan very much at all.
And I love Shawn Michaels, which is why I was so fucking confused.
Yeah. See, at this point, to me, I'm cheering everyone. I don't give any more fucks.
NWX.
This match is just... I don't know. Part of me was kind of hoping Shawn Michaels would then turn on Triple H and be like, yeah, I have more friends on this side.
Reassume his leadership of the NWO from 2003.
Or just super kick Sting, and then he super kicks Triple H going, well, me and him go to church together, so I can't.
Or just fucking Triple H and Shawn Michaels and Kevin Nash and Scott Hall just beat the fuck out of everyone else.
And they rehash the curtain call.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
But no,
yes, so then
we're kind of at an even playing field at that point, and Triple H ends up getting the sledgehammer handed to him by DX, and as he's making his approach to the ring, Scott Hall reaches under the ring and gets the bat out and gives it to Sting.
Yeah, and Triple H fears bats. We're realizing.
He did get hit in the gut first.
He did, but I'm just saying, with all the build up to this moment, everything that came before it.
True.
Triple H, his whatever the phobia of baseball bats is.
Yeah.
If you know what that is, post in the comments.
So he gets hit in the stomach, and he doubles down, he drops to his knees, and then Sting proceeds to break the sledgehammer with the bat.
Yeah. Totally plausible.
Yeah.
Super epic moment on camera. Let's not send this one into the Mythbusters.
No.
Because all the wrestling fans will be disappointed.
No, you know what? I kind of want the Mythbusters.
Yeah.
I want to see if it's plausible. Granted, it's not going to get that perfectly straight cut, but hey.
Busted.
Hey. It's worth a fucking shot.
And then, he's got the good beatdown going on Triple H, sends him to a corner, Stinger Splash, sends him across the ring. He's going to Stinger Splash him again, but half of the sledgehammer that has the big brick on the end of it.
That's still a
metal
perfectly
brick.
good sledgehammer.
It's just it's
a
sawed off.
Yeah.
It's a handheld sledgehammer.
Sawed off. And Sting goes for the Stinger Splash, and Triple H holds it up into the perfect trajectory to Sting's face.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sting is unconscious due to sledgehammer face. And 1, 2, 3, Triple H gets the win. And we kind of have everybody is all good with each other afterwards.
Yeah,
all the TX and NWO guys get in, and they kind of have there's a little weariness at first, but they kind of like, all right, we're cool.
Yeah.
Sting and Trips shake hands.
There's one funny moment when, like, NWO is, like, holding up Sting, and DX is, like, trying to hold Triple H back, but Triple H starts to step forward for the handshake, and Road Dogg goes to stop him, and he goes, no, I'm good. And he walks forward, and then, like, Road Dogg gets really protective and keeps, like, shoving Billy Gunn. Like, no, he's fine.
Yeah.
He's fine. He's got it.
I feel like this was, like,
a couple times for
joke.
Billy didn't even take a step forward. Like, Road Dogg's just like, no, stick back.
Road Dogg wanted his WrestleMania
It was
moment.
it was funny.
But no, I'm gonna get on my fuck you guys high horse again because saw a few comments about, why would Sting shake Triple H's hand after Triple H cheated to win. There's no disqualification match, and it was a fucking battle.
And
that's why.
And technically, they both cheated.
Right.
They both had friends, and they both had weapons.
Yeah, like...
It was a fucking even playing
no
field.
one out-cheated the other guy. Plus, no disqualification. Even if Sting didn't do shit, Triple H didn't cheat.
Yeah.
That's just how no disqualification works.
Yeah, I mean, it would have been great to see Sting win, but
yeah, I would have...
With the amazing nostalgia trip we got with this match, I was fine with it.
Yeah, this match...
It was so much fun to watch.
Yeah, I didn't care. It was the match we all wanted.
I mean, I would have been cool if X-Pac won.
Yeah.
Like, how he would have done it? Don't know.
Somehow it's Sting versus Triple H, and your winners are X-Pac and Kevin Nash.
Yeah, X-Pac has a... Little did we know, X-Pac had a very specific version of the Money in the Bank contract that allowed him to win
any other WrestleMania match that's not a championship match. But yeah, talk about fantasy match at its best.
It's so good. So much fun.
This match was not booked for today's fan. Put it that way.
No.
This match was booked for the long-term fan.
Yes.
I gave this match 900 thumbs ups.
Yeah.
I don't know how he did it.
I grew a lot of arms really fast.
Well, there was a lot of people in the stadium.
Yeah, true.
I was running around Levi Stadium making other people put their thumbs up.
How do you know? You were too busy watching the match.
Yeah.
He was sitting between the wall and me.
You didn't even see that Bo Dallas went through the ropes.
Because I wasn't paying attention to Bo Dallas.
Yeah. So how did you know that I wasn't going
Because I was sitting next to you. I wasn't sitting next to Bo Dallas.
But weren't you?
What?
Weren't you?
No.
But
sure,
you were.
I'm positive. I believe I wasn't sitting next to Bo Dallas.
Told you he was a believer. All right.
Moving on.
Then we had our musical break for a second, and then we came back for the Divas match.
Yay!
AJ, wifey and not wifey.
This was a really... I wish they would have gotten a little bit more time. They only got like 7 minutes.
Yeah.
But, I mean, all the girls fucking brought it.
Yeah.
Like, there
They
was some really
definitely
great moments.
Threw their damnedest into the shortest match on the card.
I think... obviously we knew Paige and AJ were going to bring it. But I think out of the two Bellas, Brie was really on top of her fucking game.
Yeah.
Well, I think Brie tends to deliver. Brie tends to deliver more frequently than Nikki.
Yeah.
But when Nikki brings it, it's usually in a much more grand fashion.
True.
Just like their.
Yeah.
Just like their men.
Yeah. I was impressed with Brie having. She did a diving clothesline. She did a missile drop kick. Paige fucking chucked her into the stairs towards the end of the match.
Yeah, that was mean.
And that all allowed AJ to do the head scissors twist around and get Nikki into the Black Widow.
The Black Widow.
Causing Nikki to tap out.
Yeah.
So AJ getting the win.
Wifey, another point for me.
And then these girls would actually go on to Raw and have another awesome match with a couple tag team partners. We'll get to that once we get to the Raw review. But immediately after that, we had our interesting little talk segment in the middle.
This was neat.
It started off, they always do it at WrestleMania. They always want to announce the attendance record.
Yeah.
Which 76,976 people. A lot of fucking people there, which is really cool.
2 of them were us.
Yes, 2 of them were us. And then we get Stephanie turning it into a The only
all
reason,
praise the authority.
yeah, the only reason you're all here is because of us. We own you.
A lot of people were speculating that this was going to bring out Vince.
Yeah,
which it would have made sense.
Yeah.
I was really hoping for Stone Cold because I haven't seen Stone Cold live yet. I still haven't. But it's okay because The Rock would come out, and this was fucking cool.
Yeah.
Rock saying, "You don't own these people, and you damn sure don't own The Rock."
My one note of this is that Triple H was suited up in authority attire again, and he had to saunter to the ring as if his leg wasn't covered in a giant bruise.
Props to you, fucking. Oh my god, with the size of that bruise, I'm just like, and he walked around and acted like cocky Triple H, without a fucking wince. So kudos to you, H. I mean, that's fucking phenomenal. So then we get Rock and Stephanie talking trash back and forth to each other.
But didn't Cena Rusev come before this?
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't think so.
Whatever. Doesn't matter.
Yeah. Even if it did, we'll get this out of the way first. Stephanie is talking about how, there wouldn't be a Rock, there wouldn't be High Chief Peter Maivia, there wouldn't be a Rocky Johnson without Vince McMahon. And then Rock makes you talk about the Johnsons and the McMahons. Well, you wouldn't have this power if it wasn't for Vince McMahon's Johnson.
Yeah.
Which was a
dick joke.
Awesome way to a roundabout dick joke for The Rock. And then this puts Stephanie. Stephanie's finally pissed off. She does her usual slap and sends Rock on his way.
Yeah, and
she's goading him to try to hit her.
She's like, you wouldn't hit a woman. I'm like, yes, he absolutely fucking would.
Watch WrestleMania 16.
He's done it. He's hit you specifically.
Rock bottom.
He's hit Trish. He's hit, I'm sure, other women.
Probably hit Lita.
Yeah. So, but The Rock decides, no, The Rock's not going to hit a woman.
The Rock's going to get the female equivalent to Awesome.
The baddest bitch on the planet.
Yeah.
The world's most dangerous woman. She's called the world's most dangerous unarmed female.
Yeah. And that's scary.
And that is Ronda Rousey.
Rowdy Ronda Rousey. She gets brought into the ring by The Rock, and The Rock goes, "No, Stephanie, The Rock would never hit a woman, but I do have a friend that would be glad to do this."
Yeah. And Rousey cuts a fucking awesome promo.
It was simple, and it was straight to the point. She didn't flub up at all. It was great.
Steph Tarts. Steph starts talking shit.
Well, she's trying to get all like, "Oh, me and Ronda are good friends."
Yeah, didn't you know we hung out after my match at SummerSlam, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And tell him Ronda, and Ronda's just staring at her, and Rock goes, "Stephanie, I don't know if you know what this look means, but it means if you keep running your mouth, she is going to pull your insides out and do jump rope with your fallopian tubes."
Yeah.
So we now have had reproductive jokes for both genders.
Yes.
It was probably one of my favorite Rock lines ever.
And then,
especially because he mimicked the jump rope.
Stephanie finally goes, "You know what? I would never mess with Ronda Rousey in the world of MMA, but this is the WWE, this is the squared circle, and this is my ring."
Yeah.
And then,
Triple H to go after someone. I think it was The Rock.
Yeah, he goes, "You know what? I'm tired of this whole friggin' thing."
He goes after The Rock, but he gets Ronda and realizes quickly he made a mistake.
Yeah. He gets slapped in the face by The Rock and then judo flipped by Ronda Rousey.
Yeah.
And then Stephanie goes for her signature slap again, but gets caught in a little arm trap. And Ronda is just pretty much taunting her, letting her. I mean, it's Ronda fucking Rousey. She wins almost all of her matches with a fucking armbar.
Yeah.
So that's not a place you want to be. Stephanie gets out fairly unscathed. She doesn't get too hurt in the process, but
well, she kind of gets out at first, and then Ronda grabs her and puts her back in the hold again.
Yeah, I'm not done. Yeah. It was one of those Ronda wasn't gonna let her go until it was on her own terms.
Yeah.
And then she scoots her out, and And Ronda Rousey and The Rock staying tall in the ring.
Do they walk tall also?
That was...
Probably.
I think it was 2005. That was when they were walking tall. Now they're just standing tall.
But they had to walk tall to get out of the ring. Go backstage.
Well,
Yeah, Ronda Rousey kind of walked medium
Yeah.
because she's not a very tall human.
Okay.
The Rock's a lot taller.
Yeah.
That's the one thing that I didn't realize is how tall Stephanie was.
Yeah.
Because she was significantly taller than Rousey.
Yeah,
I didn't pay attention to see if Stephanie was wearing like giant heels or anything.
She may have been.
Yeah, could have.
So then...
Let's
so
do the United States title match.
Either before or after this segment, we had the U.S. title match.
This was a match that, watching it, I wasn't super involved in it.
I was.
Like, I wasn't like...
To this point, I ate WrestleMania up. I didn't care.
Well, no, it's not that I didn't hate the match. I just wasn't as emotionally involved as I was with the rest of them. Rusev's entrance was fucking cool.
Yep.
Cannons and tanks.
Yeah, and
spin kicks and shit.
And Russian Nazis with their goose-stepping.
They're not Nazis, they're just soldiers. That's how the soldiers
Spetsnaz?
in Russia march.
Everybody called them Nazis at WrestleMania.
Spetsnaz.
I did not call them Nazis.
You did
at
too!
WrestleMania. No, I did not.
Yeah, you did.
When did I call them Nazis?
At WrestleMania.
I did not call them Nazis at WrestleMania.
Yeah, it was a really elaborate entrance because they did the whole Russian national anthem with Lana walking down with the soldiers, and then fucking Rusev comes out on a goddamn tank.
Yeah,
That was
because
pretty badass.
he's Rusev and he can.
And then we get the American entrance with the whole Americana.
Yeah.
Fuck bald eagles. There's a
Brock
guy
Lesnar guy.
sitting
You were
in front of
fucking
us.
awesome. Oh man, it was. He was so funny. Just ripping every bit of this little video apart.
But yeah, we had like 8 different president speeches involved in this thing, and just every bit of Americana symbolism you can put together. I don't know if it was involved on there, but I think like maybe the only thing they didn't have was like just somebody holding a freshly baked apple pie while like a baseball game is going on in the background. Like
that's all it was missing.
There was a baseball game going on the apple pie.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a very tiny baseball.
Being played by bald eagles.
But yeah, the match was a super solid match.
I loved this match.
Cena fucking brought his A game like he always does. You know,
Cena took Rusev's head off.
Yeah, the springboard stunner.
Well, I'm just talking the clothesline as soon as the match started.
Oh yeah, just right off the bat.
Yeah, because Rusev had that moment where
like fuck you, Sev.
He tries to square off and he's like, bah! And then as he's bawling, he gets his head taken off.
Yeah.
So that Cena ain't playing.
But I mean, Rusev was looking super strong too.
Yeah.
Had a lot of really, really good intricate suplexes. Just some really good stuff on both sides. Lana throwing her shoes in as a distraction was hilarious.
Weird.
Who throws a shoe?
Who does that?
Honestly.
Cena was even confused. He's just like, what the fuck?
the ref, like, after she throws her shoes, she like looks around like she didn't do anything, and the ref's like, "I know they're your shoes. Don't throw them in the ring. Just stop."
Well, I
them.
like she like throws one shoe, and then she's looking around while she's holding the other shoe in her hand, like ready to throw it. Like
Lana, you're not as
that
clever
wasn't
as you
me.
think you are.
Natasha and Boris, they are not.
No, not so much.
Yeah, the slingshot stunner that he does.
Yeah,
that was pretty cool.
Yeah,
it was badass.
That was his 10th move.
Yeah. It's gonna go back in the vault though. It's like like when Disney re-releases their animated movies.
Yeah, it'll come back out during the summer. It'll be at SummerSlam.
An overall really solid match. We had Cena break the accolade.
Yeah.
I did like Rusev's selling of the broken accolade. Like he couldn't believe that like Cena had like completely removed himself from the movie.
Starts foaming at the mouth.
He got rabid.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Rusev just ends up suffering like one distraction after the other. because he's like in a bad place here with Cena because Cena's out of the Accolade. He can't get a leg up on Cena at all at this point. Lana tries to come in for a distraction, and Cena sidesteps Rusev coming in for an attack, and he freaking knocks Lana off the apron. She breaks her ankle in 9 places.
It's true.
And Rusev again starts like, oh my god, what happened? And he turns around and gives a hellacious AA from Senna. And 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, and the story of Rusev's defeat was done brilliantly to me, because it's like, for over a year now, he's been built up as unstoppable, but he's never faced like a real star in wrestling.
Yeah.
He's faced some veterans, but no top level guys. First time he faced a top level guy, he realizes I'm in way fucking over my head, kicks him in the nuts, and then puts the Accolade on.
Yeah.
And now he's got this same top level guy pissed the fuck off.
Yeah, he still tried to use all these distractions.
Yeah.
Lana tried to get involved. He tried
Shoes were thrown.
Shoes. She threw
oh my
shoes.
God,
He brought a fucking tank to the ring.
Yeah, he tried to kill Cena with a tank, but Cena knew what happened at Fastlane. He goes, I'm not gonna let stupid little shit like that screw me over again. So he was more on top of his game, and he was able to get one up on Rusev and take the U.S. title.
Now, I do want to preface what I'm about to say with the guy who has this storyline with Cena, this similar that they always do build to WrestleMania, and actually beat Cena at WrestleMania their first time. It'll be golden for you. But what this loss does for Rusev now, it gives him something to work toward, and that's kind of where he needed to go from his undefeated streak now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh shit, I'm not as good as I thought I was. Now I'm just going to rampage my way till I am as good as I thought I was.
Yeah. And we'll have to see how long that takes for him to get that title back, if at all.
Yeah.
And then we have the return of The Undertaker taking on Bray Wyatt.
Yeah.
Bray Wyatt had a neat little entrance involving bringing a bunch of scarecrows to life.
Yeah.
But it was really cool because, it was kind of weird for us because, we can see it getting all set up and everything. But I can imagine watching it on the network, like, as they're coming out, it's very, it's playing into the fact that he says that he has the mystical powers that The Undertaker has.
Well, it was really cool because, like, it starts and you just get a really close-up tight shot of Bray Wyatt's entrance.
Mm-hmm.
Just of Bray Wyatt. You can't really see anything else. You just see him walking with the lantern. And it's like, oh, Bray Wyatt's typical entrance. Nothing's going on. And then as he gets farther, the camera pulls back with him and you see a scarecrow behind him. And it's like, oh, that's cool. And then he touches the scarecrow. I'm like, that's kind of creepy. Don't molest scarecrows, guy. But then it comes to life because he's like a magic molester. And so he just molests all the scarecrows on his way to the ring, and then they all start following him.
One of the coolest,
sort of thriller-esque.
One of the coolest things about this was as he moved, they would stagger forward, very zombie-esque.
Yeah.
And then when he stopped, they would stop, which was it was a really cool effect because once he had all of them, he stopped right at the end of the ramp, and then all of them literally took one step and then froze, and it was just a really cool effect that they were literally marching to his steps, and it was really cool.
Bray got in the ring, and as this happens, they're actually setting up for Undertaker's entrance, which took a little longer than anticipated.
Yeah.
The one of the things I wish they would have done here is maybe given Wyatt a mic to kill a little bit of time with a short 2-minute promo.
Yeah.
Yeah, so something simple.
Or even just try to get the crowd to sing The Whole World in His Hands song again, because he hasn't gone to that in a long time.
Watching it on the network, not knowing any of the other stuff, it didn't feel weird to me because it was, the Undertaker's return.
Just anticipating.
Right, Undertaker and Cena both do this a lot. Where, they'll make their opponent wait for them.
Yeah.
And that's what I thought it was. I just thought it was extra long because Taker's been gone this long. He lost last year. He's there's all the questions. Can Taker do it? How good a shape's he in? So, like, he was making the build-up extra long. That's what it felt like to me, watching it.
And rewatching it on the network, they did do it really well because they have the camera trained on Wyatt until that gong hits.
Shut up.
And I think it hits maybe 3 times, and then that's when they transition back over. They've got all the smoke going and everything. Undertaker makes his way down. They got the fire going on in the back, and he is in great shape.
Yeah, at first,
more minutes.
We're talking, okay, what is Undertaker going to look like? This is the big question because, in the last few weeks, a couple of different images have shown up on Instagram and Twitter of Undertaker at the gym.
Yeah.
Looking pretty good. And he comes out in an outfit that's like almost identical to WrestleMania 20 Undertaker outfit.
Yeah.
Long black trench coat, plain Jane trench coat.
Yeah.
No fancy buckles and spikes or anything like that. Leather pants, got the singlet on underneath.
The simple black hat.
And
all very simple. Nothing outlandish like we've seen him coming out with the hood and the super shredder, and he didn't have any of the bells and whistles on, which was great.
And he de-hats, and he's got some hair going on.
Yeah, he's got a little slick back hair look going on.
And takes the jacket off, and Undertaker is jacked.
Oh my God, it is the scariest old man ever.
Pretty much.
And kudos to this match even more, because not only was this, Undertaker was probably in the best shape he's been in the last 5 years, but on top of that, Wyatt spraining his ankle the day before, and no notice of a limp or anything throughout the match. And, I mean, we talked about it a lot after the match was over, was that, it felt good that we could see Undertaker didn't really have to work very hard this year.
No.
Because he had someone like Bray Wyatt to play off of. And, Bray Wyatt is a very solid worker, and he knows what he's doing in the ring. And he's careful. And it was so cool seeing, because we know that Bray Wyatt is battling to be the new face of fear. So seeing him face off against one of the most fearsome characters ever in WWE, it was a really cool contrast to see them try and out trick each other or out scare each other. Just try to get the other one to jump.
Yeah. It's a match. I call it a get your shit in match.
Yeah,
because
definitely.
basically what it was let's let both of these guys get in all their signature moves, and that's it.
Yeah.
This was nothing more than just a typical Undertaker and or Bray Wyatt match. And I think that was good for The Undertaker because, coming off of ever since WrestleMania 24, Undertaker's just been trying to up and up and up and up everything, and it's just taking such a hard physical toll on his body, and then getting hurt in the Lesnar match last year. It's one of those things where it's all right, we have to realize we gotta keep it simple.
Yeah.
Everything, just go to what you know.
Yeah.
And call it good.
Yeah. And this match was good.
It was. It was super solid. There was nothing. They told the story of can Undertaker come back from the concussion?
That was definitely their play up of injury.
Yeah, that was the bit that they did it really early, and I just fucking loved it. Was when Bray had Taker on the ground, face down on the ground, and sat down and just started forearming him in the back of the head.
Oh yeah.
And Taker sold that he was right back to Concussion City.
Yeah, he, through most of the match, Undertaker kind of had that glazed look, you weren't sure if he was going to, make his comeback or if Wyatt had him.
Taker could have just died.
He can't. He's the dead man. He's already dead.
I've seen him die a lot. It's happened. So many times.
But yeah, it was. You can definitely tell that Undertaker isn't quite where he used to be.
Yeah.
But for for how simple this match
can't
was.
be where he used to be. He's also old as fuck.
It's true.
But whatever.
Solid performance.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Great to see the tightrope walk.
Yeah.
The leg drop on the apron.
Also,
I think the only move the Undertaker didn't do is the last ride.
Yeah.
He did everything else.
Yeah, it did take two tombstones.
Tombstones.
It did take two of the tombstone pile drivers to beat Bray Wyatt, though.
The Undertaker reaction at the first one was hilarious and great at the same time.
Yeah.
Just that, like...
The reaction that Undertaker had, the facial expression, unfortunately, really lent itself to showing how old Undertaker is.
He just went from, like, scary dead man, magical wizard to confused old man, like, in a second.
It was...
Yeah.
It was...
For me...
And you saw how jiggly his face is.
For me, there was two moments that like, really broke the illusion and showed Taker's age. It was that one... And noticing that Taker had a bald spot.
Yeah.
I was just like, that's why he shaved his head last time.
Yep. But great showing from both of these guys.
Yeah, the only thing I wish they had added, I wish they had done more to Taker's entrance. Really just to be a middle finger to all the, like, Bray Wyatt's, I have all the power now. Like, I wanted Taker's entrance to really show, like, no, you have no fucking idea what this power is like. Let me show you.
You know, I think that's kind of why they went with simple, is that, you know, maybe it was Bray Wyatt almost playing to his own pride, like, look how much power I have. But the Undertaker was able to take that step back, simplify everything, and still beat Bray Wyatt.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, the idea is maybe, that power doesn't mean anything if you can't win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My only question is...
My idea, just real quick, my counter-argument is... Big, fucking elaborate, powerful entrances are really cool.
Yes, they are.
That's my counter-argument. That's why I wanted it.
Yeah,
that's a fair argument, sir.
My only question coming out of this match is we've now had 2 WrestleMania losses in a row for Bray Wyatt.
Reverse streak.
That's what I'm thinking. So, I'm curious to see the recovery steps it takes for Wyatt. Because, I mean, honestly... Either year, WrestleMania, winning for Wyatt would have done amazing things for him.
Yeah.
Honestly, to say, though, either way, I mean, I don't mind Cena beating him or Undertaker beating him because those are just the level those guys are at.
Yeah.
They're the hard-to-touch at WrestleMania level. So, I mean, it's one of those things is that Bray Wyatt seems to get really, really good, and he starts getting up and up and up and up, and then at WrestleMania... It just kind of kills his momentum off.
Yeah.
So I'm really hoping we don't get a case of what happened last year where Bray Wyatt ends up spending like 4 months in this weird limbo land where nothing happens.
I'm hoping, and this goes against all of my instincts, I'm hoping we don't see Bray Wyatt for the next few weeks.
Oh, probably won't.
Like,
I mean, he didn't show up on Raw.
Yeah, just like...
It was on
or
SmackDown.
Have this
week.
be a,
Spoiler
like,
alert.
reassessing of Bray Wyatt's... Like, Bray Wyatt reassessing his role and, like, what he needs to do. Then just come back and just fucking slit someone's throat.
I don't think the last part's going to happen, but...
Metaphorically.
Oh, okay.
With a real knife, though.
Okay. So we finish off the night with the
fake blood.
The WWE World Heavyweight Championship match. Brock Lesnar defending against Roman Reigns. I got exactly what I wanted out of this match.
Punching?
They beat the fuck out of each other.
like, but 30 seconds in, Lesnar is cut.
Yeah, he's got like a hole in his cheek.
Yeah.
It was just that first scuffle, man. It was just, they were fucking punching and elbows and knees.
Yeah.
It was just a ball of chaos.
Yeah, well, Reigns just runs in, full head of steam, starts wailing away at Lesnar, ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da, and Lesnar, you can just see he's absorbing all these punches and slowly he's sliding around Reigns. And it's like Jaws where you're like, doo-doo, and you knew it because you're waiting for the German suplex, and it's like, bam, German suplex F5 right off the bat.
Yeah. The fact that we got an F5 that early in the match, you knew, okay, alright, the fight is fucking on.
You knew, oh, this match is over. Oh, wait, no, it's not.
Yeah. Roman Reigns kicks out, and Lesnar's like, alright. So, you get, you get the domination of Roman Reigns for a good 5-6 minutes from this point on.
Yeah.
Just flat.
Just suplex after suplex, big body shots, just all kinds of shit.
Knees.
And I love
Suplex City, bitch.
Back suplex, vertical suplex, belly to belly suplex.
I loved that Roman Reigns had that moment where he really got into that Samoan mindset.
Yeah.
Just, he just starts smiling. You see the blood in his teeth. He's like, come on, hit me.
Yeah.
Cuts Lesnar again on the lip.
Yeah, there's a time he was like Roman was like in the corner and he was like had the smile on his face.
He looks so sadistic and like that's when Lesnar picks him up and just fucking slaps him across the face and you just, oh my god, like I can only imagine Roman's head just ringing after that.
There's a still frame that WWE has played post Mania of right before the slap, and Lesnar's holding Roman Reigns by the hair, and Roman is sitting there with a dead look on his face where he's just staring like this.
And then just bam, the slap hits and he's just
Eventually we get a Roman comeback involving Lesnar taking Roman to the outside.
He's gonna like just dart him right into the post.
But Roman slides off the back, shoves him, and Lesnar goes head first into the ring post. And it looks kind of like he connects where the turnbuckle meets the ring post.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's fucking cut again. 3 just cuts on his face.
Yeah.
Lesnar
this one is going. Like,
Yeah.
This one is...
Immediately, it's just all over
Dripping.
the apron, and Paul is like right there going,
Yeah, the ref...
Brock, are you okay?
The ref starts putting gloves on at this point because...
Lesnar's a bloody mess at this
Yeah.
point, man. He's bleeding all over the place.
Yeah.
And and this is really when Roman starts to get his comeback.
Something else I really appreciated, though, was the ref put gloves on like he was going to start to try to check on Lesnar. Lesnar and Roman did not stop to let him, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, Roman slides back in the ring and he waits. Because Lesnar has that moment where he like hits the post and then he turns around and his legs actually buckle.
Yeah.
And you see like the chink in the armor.
Right.
And then Lesnar rights himself up, gets in the ring, and then takes 3 Superman punches and 2 spears.
Yeah.
And this still isn't enough to keep Lesnar down. Lesnar's starting to fight back up. Roman goes, all right, let's go for another Superman punch. Gets ready for it. Goes to hit the Superman punch. Gets caught. Gets tossed into a third F5. And...
But this time, Lesnar's too tired to
you can't
capitalize.
He's lost approximately all of his blood.
That's a lot of blood. He's a big dude.
Yeah.
And
everyone in the arena got to go home with free cups of Lesnar blood.
I'm glad we didn't get that. That's gross. I don't want Lesnar blood.
I don't know. I might grab some to have some.
I
might eat some for some power.
Yeah,
I don't think it works that way.
With
totally
Lesnar,
does.
it does.
Yeah.
That's how he gets his power.
Yeah.
He eats elephant blood.
He eats his own blood.
That's fucking weird. At this point we got both of them down. Neither of them are able to capitalize.
And the referee, it looks like he's about to start that the dramatic 10 count to see who's going to get up first.
But instead, someone does capitalize on the moment.
Talking about capitalizing on the opportunity.
Seth Rollins, Mr. Money in the Bank, comes running down the entranceway. He is trying to get Mike Chioda and Lillian to go as fast as they possibly fucking can.
Him, because he was bolting, I expected him to throw the briefcase in.
I'm catching it! Woo!
Mike Chioda tells Lillian to make the announcement that he's cashing in, and it makes it officially a triple threat match.
Yeah.
And simple as the simple does.
Curb Stomp City.
He kicks Brock out of the ring and goes, all right, cool, I got Lesnar. Lesnar hits the curb stomp on Lesnar and then goes, wait, Roman's still out there.
Yeah.
And then he goes, no, it'll be fine. He goes around. Lesnar picks up Rollins.
Well, he goes for a second curb stomp on Lesnar.
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
And Lesnar catches him.
Yeah. sets up for the F5. Roman
Which
comes
I'm pretty
back.
sure Lesnar had no idea what was actually happening.
Lesnar just fucking going at this
He's
point.
just like, I'm gonna F5 something.
There's a guy. He's trying to hit me. I'm gonna F5 him.
And yeah, he goes. By the way, this is the moment where we know that Seth Rollins needs to change his finisher, because this is the second time in one pay-per-view that somebody has immediately countered his finisher
into their finisher.
Well, and the third time his finisher has been countered in the night.
Yes.
Because we also had the Power Slam.
Yeah.
Yes, right.
So we have Power Slam, RKO, and F5 all countering the curb stomp. Seth, change your game up a little bit. You'll survive as champion a tad bit longer.
Yeah.
But Roman Reigns hits the spear of all spears on Lesnar.
Which fucking... He chucks Seth Rollins forward as he gets speared.
Yeah.
Rollins is able to right himself. Lesnar rolls out of the ring. Roman's in the perfect spot. Curb stomp, hit on Roman. Brock is done at this point. Rollins turns Reigns over. 1, 2, 3. Seth Rollins is the new World Heavyweight Champion.
And he fucking swings the belt over his head.
Oh yeah, he's fucking dude. Like watching it on the network, it stopped, but at WrestleMania it went on for like another 5 minutes. Like I think they played through his song like 3 times.
Interesting factoid that I noticed on the commentary watching this: they didn't, at least not during any of the spears at the end of the match, bring up Brock Lesnar's kayfabe broken rib. You would think that would be relevant.
Especially when getting speared.
Yeah.
Repeatedly.
Yeah. Especially with WWE, like, surgically repaired this and...
Right.
And, you know...
History of injured that.
Yeah. Giant Ryback scar.
Right. I mean...
Jesus.
Yeah, just...
Yeah.
I noticed it. I was like, wait, doesn't Lesnar have a broken rib?
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Seth Rollins is champion. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Fucking WrestleMania 31, off the fucking hook. So much fun. I'm so glad that I can call that my first live WrestleMania because it was fucking awesome. I had so much fun.
I'm so glad that it happened.
Yes.
I mean, watch any of the videos from Rumble to now, we were... Me especially, because I wasn't going. We were all kind of down on like the idea of this WrestleMania.
Yeah, I was excited just for the fact that I was going to be
you two
there.
were going, so that's puts a different perspective on it.
Yeah. I even though I was going, I was still hard sold on this.
Yeah.
Mania. There was a lot of things going for it that I was just kind of like, you know. I was kind of like, the New Day's in the tag team title picture. The Battle Royal got kicked down to the pre-show.
Yeah.
You got a bunch of matches that are old guys. Stuff like that. And then I was like, and then you have the 2 fucking Neanderthals going for the title.
Yeah.
But being there and, you know, watching it all played out beautifully.
It was a great show.
I was wearing this shirt at Mania, so if you want to rewatch Mania to find me, look for the giant beige tan blob.
Yeah, hard camera view, just to the right of the WrestleMania LED board.
But no, this Mania, it was great. I personally think, except for the little personal flair touches I would have changed.
Woo!
Not that kind of flair.
Oh.
He was there.
Like little flashy bits of like theatrics that I would have preferred. Like, it was a perfect Mania to me. Even the Lesnar Reigns match, which I freaking hated the idea of. Reigns brought it. Lesnar may have made me a fan. I don't know. We'll see in his matches to come.
Man, we'll see what happens on Raw.
Yeah, this is one of the things I think is happening is that when Lesnar adopted this new style of kill,
kill,
it was very ugly.
Yeah.
Now that this is the 3rd or 4th, this is like his 4th or 5th match with this style.
Yeah.
He's sort of refined it and brought it to something a little easier to watch.
Yeah, you know, him and Roman both, I think, over the course of their last couple matches, have been able to adapt even though they're not the strongest of professional wrestlers, they're able to adapt to who they're going against.
Yeah.
Because, Roman had a great showing against Bryan, but we're like, okay,
But that's Bryan.
Can he do that with Lesnar? And he did.
Yeah.
And then Lesnar, after the fiasco of the
last year
against Cena, we're just like, oh no, how's this gonna go? Then him and Cena brought it. Then they had the awesome triple threat match.
Yeah.
And, it's like, okay, we're starting to get more respect for these guys, and we can see that they're starting to really make us believe that they can do more than just that same old shit.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, WrestleMania was exhausting.
Yeah.
But awesome.
It was.
Awesome. Exhausting.
And
Exhausting.
we were there live. If you were there live, comment. If you
If
saw
you were there
us,
dead, don't comment.
Yeah.
Because you can't.
because you're dead. If you saw us on the pay-per-view or live, mention in the comments where you saw us.
If you were
Catch a little screen cap of us or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you were in that video that they posted,
Yeah.
do something.
Yeah. Dustin Jeffers, a.k.a. Asshole with the Flag. His sister, Candace, Seth Rollins' girl. Brock Lesnar guy. There was the Kane corn-husking girls. They had that big red machine sign.
Yeah.
And then,
the Nebraska Canes.
Yeah. Dolph Ziggler guy.
Iowa Canes.
Even though you spilled beer on me, I think we were friends. We both cheered for the New Day together. We had a bond.
And other guy on the other side of the
Yeah,
Ziggler guy, who was quiet guy. I called him quiet
He
guy.
was quiet Brock Lesnar guy.
Yeah.
Because he was disappointed after the whole thing because he wanted Lesnar to win.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was WrestleMania metalhead guy with beard and the piercing.
He was there with loud Brock Lesnar guy.
Yes. Yeah.
We want to know your guys' names.
We know
Post in the comments.
We know Candace and Dustin.
Everyone watching this video, post in the comments. Post your names.
Yeah, we want to know all your names, actually. Be our friends. Post in the comments, like, comment, subscribe, Instagrams, Facebook, Twitters.
Tweet us in real life.
He handles Reddit stuff on behalf of us.
Yeah.
I do the Tumblr and stuff.
He tumbles most of the time.
He handles his personal email stuff for us.
Yeah, I have my personal email address down there.
Absolutely.
We have the Wrestling Rundown email address down there. Check us out. Keep watching, because we got a lot of videos coming this week. We've got stuff and things. Midweek wrap-up.
Mostly
Thanks,
things.
Rick.
A little bit of stuff.
SmackDown Rundown. Raw.
Thomas' top
review.
5.
The top 5 for the March edition.
Yeah, this is going to be fun.
Indie news. We might even have a special side cap video for what happened Friday night at the NXT live event.
I won't have much to say there.
We're gonna kick Thomas out for that one.
Yeah. He doesn't
Maybe.
know.
He doesn't know.
Actually,
can
we'll probably just
pretend.
do a whole recap video of our awesome.
I can pretend to know.
So keep watching, or else, fuck you.
Yeah. Keep watching or go fuck yourself. Or keep watching and fuck yourself. I don't really care.
If you're doing that last one, don't post in the comments.
Okay, I think we're done.